Sapinan nyo na lang, and then pag nandyan na sa harap ninyo, then get the information that you want to get, and I hope that your proceedings will be more perfect than ours. Hearing ito sa Quadcom, ang bilis ng trigger happy sila ron sa pagdating sa contempt puno na yata ngayon detention center nila, puno na.
Kabaliktaran ito sa nangyayari sa Quadcom na yung trigger happy. Basta na lang, sige, cite in contempt, andam. I don't know how many, ilan na ba ang naipakulong nila? Pag-usapan natin ang batuhan ng kritisismo between the Quadcom and the Senate Subcommittee, Blue Ribbon Committee, specifically between Congressman Abante and Senator Pimentel. Ang unang umatake, nag-criticize itong si Abante Fernandez. Criticize nila si Senator Pimentel. Masyado daw malamya yung okay, one-sided yung pagkandak niya ng Senate hearing. Kaya naging bida tuloy si PRRD. Ayaw nila ng ganon. Kaya kung ano-ano na lang sinasabi nila against kay Senator Coco Pimentel. Inuulan siya ng kritisismo o batikos. Ito ngayon, in-interview ni Karen Davila. Again, pasalamat tayo kay Karen Davila dahil ang ganda yung interview niya kay Congressman Abante na sunog na sunog. Itong congressman na ito, you are wrong! Sabi ni Karen. Walang maisagot itong si Congressman Abante. Yung inamin niya na kinausap nila si Colonel Grijaldo. Anyway, ito. Direct, prangkahan na tinanong ni Karen Davila anong masasabi niya tungkol sa kritisismo ni Abante. Napakaganda ang sagot ni although usually mabait si Pimentel, binanatan niya ang Quadcom, lalo na yung palagi nilang mag-cite in contempt. Naging overflow na ang kulungan sa Congress, kaya pati sa mga city jails, nandun na yung mga kinokontempt. Okay, pakinggan natin ang interview.
Abante, we often talk about interparliamentary courtesy. What do you make of Representative Abante criticizing you, how you conducted yourself when, let's face it, you and other colleagues don't criticize the lower house on how they conduct their own hearings?
Ako nga, actually, I have refrained from commenting on how Quadcom conducts its hearings. Pero siguro, I will just allow that as a constituent Abante. Siguro, ganun na lang. I will just accept his criticism because he is also my constituent. Di ba, national yung constituent?
Ayun, na-demote. Hindi na Congressman Abante. Ordinary constituent na lang. Ang galing. Yan, ang unang birada. Dinimot niya si Abante.
Constituency namin So, he is my constituent, our constituent. So, he has the right to criticize us. Pero ganito na lang kasi, yung Quadcom na yan, why don't they just subpoena the former president and require his appearance before them? Ang dami rin nila kasing cheche-boreche na invite, not invite, invite.
Yan, pangalawang birada. Mahina kayo. In a way, parang sinasabi ni Senator Pimentel na pahiya kayo, Kami, isang invitation lang kay former president, nandyan na siya kagad. Tapos, ang tagal pa niya, ayaw umalis. Ibig sabihin, ganahan siya sa Senado. Kayo, invite ng invite, hindi man nagpapakita ang presidente sa inyo. Kaya, mahina kayo. Di ba ganon? Isumpuin na nyo kung may guts kayo. Sige, tignan natin kung kaya nyo si Digong. Isimpuin na nyo. Another birada na magandang dating. Kaya bilib ako dito kay Senator Pimentel.
Invited, sabihin nyo na lang, and then pag nandiyan na sa harap ninyo, then get the information that you want to get, and I hope that your proceedings will be more perfect than ours.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. You have Representative Robert Ace Barbers now saying that Duterte didn't look like he was of frail health when he attended the Senate probe, and he said that he was hoping that Duterte would show up at the next Quadcom hearing. Ang tanong ko, if the Quadcom subpoenas the former president and he refuses to appear, given he is a former president, can you actually cite him in contempt or have him arrested? Is that allowed?
House rules, can we ask them about their house rules?
Okay.
Pero
So magkaiba yun.
let me explain the subcommittee's rule kasi I am not an ordinary committee, I'm just a subcommittee. Actually, the subcommittee has been deprived of the power to cite in contempt. Because that's the section 20 of our rule. So, siguro yun, doon lang yung mga tao na nakita nila na
Nagkaguguluhan.
committee hearing ito sa Quadcom, ang bilis ng trigger happy sila ron sa pagdating sa contempt eh. Puno na yata ngayon detention center nila. Puno na. May overflow na sa...
Kasi, bantay niya, trigger happy. Grabe, another batikos yun. Contempt sila ng contempt, nag-o-overflow ng kanilang kulungan. Mabigat yun, trigger happy.
Women's correctionals, Bilibid ba, or what sa Quezon City Jail. So meron silang power to cite in contempt and they've been freely been citing, generously been citing people in contempt. The regular committees ng Senate, meron din power to cite in contempt, but as subcommittee, wala.
Okay. So, do you think this is one of the reasons why you have critics saying Duterte called the shots? He took control of the Senate subcommittee. Do you think that was true? And do you think it's because it was a subcommittee?
No, hindi naman. Even if I had the power to cite in contempt, the question is would I have exercised the power? I don't think that we have crossed any line to have cited the former president in contempt, di ba? I mean, at saka you do not do that unnecessarily kasi that's why it's a hearing before a legislative body. You know that there is some politics involved. Sometimes the person would want to be cited in contempt, hindi ba? So, ingat din tayo. We don't give in to the plan or to the desire of.
So, dyan ako believe kay Senator Pimentel eh. Sabi niya, even if I have the power to cite in contempt, I had to be very careful. Dahil legislative inquiry ito, sabi niya. Kabaliktaran ito sa nangyayari sa Quadcom na, yun nga, trigger happy. Basta na lang, sige, cite in contempt. Andam, I don't know how many, ilan na ba ang naipakulong nila? Kasi parang puno na ang kulungan nila sa Kamara, Kongreso. Kaya pati sa mga different city jails within Metro Manila, nandun na yung mga sinaset in contempt. Kaya, bilib ako dito kay Pimentel.
Of that person. So, but at any rate, that subcommittee has no power to cite in contempt. The point is, okay, the plan was to end at 4 o'clock. We ended at around 7 o'clock. So we had three extra hours. Garma was not there. Leonardo was not there. Espinosa was not there. So we give it to this witness who rarely makes public appearances or official appearances before government bodies. Let's give it to him. Okay, salita okay. Pero ang ano doon is, ang iba kasi na paulit-ulit siguro mga 3 to 4 times na sabi. Pero okay, let us, because that is also valuable for us investigators to see kung consistent ba yung, even if you repeat something, are you consistently repeating something? So, we will now be convinced that, okay, this is really his stand on this particular issue because he stated it 3 times and the statement is really perfectly the same. So that may value din po lahat yun. But we could have ended it actually 2 hours earlier. Pero since my next commitment got also moved. So
Okay, so anyway, yan na ang palitan ng batikos. Basta ako, bilib ako dito sa Senado. At sana, I don't know kung kailan ba yung next Senate hearing. Kasi kailangan talagang marinig din natin yung tatlo, yung absent nung unang hearing. Garma, Leonardo, and Kerwin Espinosa. Parang, bakit nag-absent sila? May itinatago kayo ito? Kasi ito yung mga may pasabog sa Quadcom eh. So, baka may pumipigil sa kanila na huwag mag-attend itong tatlo. Kasi may nagsasabi na ano na daw, itigil na daw yung Senate hearing na yan. Gastos lang o ano. So, between Abante and Senator Pimentel, malayo si Senator Pimentel. So, sana may pagpatuloy yung ganitong hearing ng Senado na patas lang. Let everybody speak. At walang politika, walang political agenda na na-involve.